They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him.
Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. That's caught. It's Rodgers. The Golden Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Frost. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that.
Turning it on. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Davison. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. A shot toward the end zone, and he's gonna score. Touchdown, Oregon!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. trying play action. He lost one down the sideline. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Great place to start for this offense. Power football with the run. To the 10. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have the nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Frost. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Golden Bears moving quickly to the line. Finds his tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Golden Bears have moved it inside the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. There he goes. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Under fire. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Fires into the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. They got nothing and probably didn't like it on the last play. They'll have another chance on 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they will score. Touchdown, Cal.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. UCF steamrolled its way to victory. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Orlando a ton of confidence. Never know what can teams face off. But even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle is Perry. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because you did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Got a man, it's Davison. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw on third and short. Hauls it in. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And he missed it. No good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Throws to the wideout. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Going deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
The Ducks will go for it here on fourth down. Bringing the heat. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. position this time around. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looking down the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Golden Bears will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
On the run, deep down the right side. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Breaks into the open. Gives him the big stiff arm. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The play-action fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men. Not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. He'll start this drive firing. He's got his man across the middle. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Golden Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go with a direct snap. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. They booted away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yard to help out the O. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name?
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense Defense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on.
Pass interference.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on third down.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Fakes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's got it. First down and more. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Golden Bears. On to attempt the try. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. And the Ducks send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A fair catch is called for. It'll give them great field position. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Frost. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win. But they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the ground, he's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Golden Bears want to move quickly.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
From the gun. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets him down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Back to pass on 2nd down. Working that left side now. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Pressure coming. Took a shot as he threw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
I love the play call defensively. 3rd down, and you're anticipating the quarterback being in the pocket throwing the football, so you dial up the blitz. You get home, you hit the QB, and force the incompletion.
Dead center perfect. A penalty marker is down, and this is on the defense. The offense is going to have a choice to make. Do you dare take the points off the board and go for the touchdown? This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, 1st and goal with the 1. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Well, he won't have any problem with the distance, but the angle could be a different story from the left. He splits the uprights. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Mississippi State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the SEC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Stark Vegas. in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Backing up on the first two plays now to try to throw it in drive on third down. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
I mean, this offense basically lined up and said, I don't care if you double team him, triple team him. It really doesn't matter. We're still going to feature him. And guess what happens? They still get the first down, even though he was double teamed.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Ducks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll move the tight end. Back to throw, it's Sayin. He's going for the big play. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, just keep hope alive, pitch this pill around, use every second you got, make this game, Palmer, as close as you possibly can.
Crazier things have happened in college football, man. Let's just go find out. Let's find out where the play...
Fires one high and deep. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
Pass interference, defense.
And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it